that's rushing, we slow it down, finding light where shadows surround, heart to heart where the truth is told. We rise together, stories unfold. The gold is within. If you don't go within, you go without. Every voice, every heart, it's what we're about. Together we rise, hand in hand, soul to soul, warm, safe and loving, making each other.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, welcome to another beautiful day in sunny Florida.
And we are
the mother-daughter dynamic duo.
I am Coach Alisha Schwartz.
And I am Coach Rochelle Schwartz.
So today we're going to have an amazing topic. It's really the choice point, how every decision, or really how one decision, not every, but one decision can redirect your entire life. And boy,
is that the truth? Boy, oh boy, for
we're going to take a deep dive
and a
into
deep
that.
breath.
Which one do you want to do first? I don't know. But why don't you share something around that topic of how one decision can redirect your entire life? And it could be a positive, and it could also be something that's not so positive.
But if it's not positive, it can turn out to be positive.
Yeah.
So I'll share just a little bit about that. I met my ex-husband when I was 16. And what did I know? So I married him at 20. And I should have known at the beginning, because truthfully, before I even did this kind of inner work, I started running away. I actually packed my bags and ran away.
How old were you when you were running away?
I started when I was 5. I ran away from my house.
5 years old, everybody.
And but moving forward, I must have known obviously something. So I really, before any of this, then I got into really doing a lot of inner work on myself. And I realized that the first thing that came up was that the day I was getting married, I knew I shouldn't. And I didn't have the nerve. I didn't have the courage. I didn't have anything to support me underneath myself. So what happened was I realized that my parents took out a loan for my wedding. And my thought was, well, if they took out a loan, how can I tell them that I'm canceling it? So that one decision absolutely changed everything in my whole life. But that really were my lessons. Yeah. And it really started all of that. I mean, it's just amazing when you could look back and see these things as such hard things became the greatest, the most powerful gifts that I have ever received.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, and it's true. That one choice was a huge one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Boy, oh, boy. I had a lot to learn on that one.
And I'm sure people out there, start to look in your own life, where that one choice you made, one decision you made redirected your entire life. And I know for me, what comes up, there's two things, but one thing comes up is when I was going through school at first grade, learning disability, and I had my teacher, who still I keep in touch with, Joyce Packman. Hi, Joyce Rosenberg. I'll never forget. She met her husband when I was in 6th grade. So I had her from 1st grade to 6th grade. And I was so connected to her, still am today. And she was the best teacher in the world. And I remember, and sometimes I still get emotional, but she said to me, you're going into middle school, and I want to make sure that you will not get a special diploma. You're going to get a regular diploma just like everybody else. And what that meant to me was that even though I had a learning challenge, or at the time disability, they say, that one choice, that one decision she made for me at the time changed the trajectory of my entire life. it started to open me up to understanding that I was okay. Even though I learned very different, even though I wasn't just like everybody else, it still changed my inner compass to know that I can do it no matter what. That was one. The other choice
Mhm.
and the other direction was when I met my mentor, Debbie Ford, and she said, come move out here to San Diego and work for me to be my assistant. And that one decision changed the trajectory. And that's why I'm here today doing what we do in the coaching and sharing our gifts and sharing the shadow, the light, the dark, and where the legacy of who she is and what she's meant to me has been what's the word? Invaluable. She made an invaluable mark on my heart. And that is why we do what we do today.
Yeah,
So
just think
those
about that,
those
yeah.
decisions that I made with those people that were even more powerful at the time than me saw something in me that I couldn't see yet. And then
Mhm.
I then could see it in me. So out there, look,
Yeah,
see,
definitely look and
what
see.
decisions have you made
Oh,
that
man.
redirected your life? And then we were talking about,
What?
remember the woman that we coached? What was the story about the woman that we coached with the decision? She was in a job,
Yeah,
right?
she was working.
She
in
was
a
working
job.
in a job for 20 years.
Yep.
And at the time, she thought it was the job for her.
Mhm.
But what she really discovered is she was really outgrowing it, but just too afraid. Everybody think about this out there. She was too afraid to leave because of the money
Mhm.
and because it was a good money in corporate world. And so she really didn't listen to what was going on inside of her as far as making this
Well,
decision
probably,
to change.
yes, she didn't have the tools at the time.
She didn't have the tools at the time, and she was there hiring us.
Mhm.
And, she really discovered that in order to be true to herself, that she would have to leave the job because it started to affect her health.
And it does.
And how many out
Yes,
there that are in
boy.
jobs or relationships, that one decision that you could make that could change, even though it's scary, even though it's fearful, you can make that choice and decide, okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave, or it's
And
not
take the
working
risk.
for me.
It really is. And it's so powerful when you do that. It opens up so many opportunities.
And so what happened? She left that job. She
Mhm.
started to discover more of who she was. And then she was led in a new direction with new people, new opportunities. And she ended up feeling so much better internally that her external started to shift, the way she felt, the way she looked, and she didn't have the same health issues.
And look at somebody that's in a marriage. We had some very many clients
Yeah, a lot of those,
who
yes.
are in a
Sure.
marriage and they're so afraid to take that chance, that big leap of faith, because, and then there's a whole list. My children, I have no place to go. I
How am I
don't
gonna
have
do
a
it on
big
my
job.
own?
Right. All of that.
Mhm.
And guess what? And like you said, what happens is it does land in your body because it just doesn't manifest anyplace else, because what comes up is the frustration and the
Anger.
hurt and the anger and the disappointment and on and on and on. And God, if you can only notice how powerful each and every one of us are.
Yeah.
Each and every one of us is so, so powerful. And to take that fear of whatever it is you're going through and use it instead of the fear using you and crippling you.
Yeah, and how one decision can really
Yeah.
redirect your whole life. And that is so true, because if we can just get out of our own way,
Yeah.
trust that something higher is working for us, if we take the uncomfortable step. It's really the uncomfortability that we don't want to be with.
It's the unknown.
And it's the unknown. So we just stay where we are.
Yeah.
Stay in relationships that don't work anymore, or be in jobs that don't fulfill us. And again, it's, all about reinventing yourself
Mm-hmm.
to make a new decision, because if you can't be in the old version of yourself
No.
and make a new decision,
No, definitely not.
right? You would have to really give up who you have been to who you want to be to direct your choices, decisions, and behaviors to a new life that you're not even sure what it's going to be, but you know it's going to be better than where you've been.
And even if you're not like 100% sure, but that inner knowing, that gut feeling, and most women do have that inner knowing and that gut feeling that there is something better, there is something more out there for me. And Joe Dispenza always says it's crossing the river of change. And you know what? The bottom line is, in fact, we truly don't know anyhow. We can think we know, but it's giving that up for not knowing.
I mean, you know, we're in 2026
Yeah.
now, and I know even for myself, as I self-reflect, there are still things in my life that I need changing, right? So I'm looking today and I'm saying, okay, who do I want to be versus who I've been?
Correct.
And
Yes.
what is the quality I want to generate today? Or maybe it's confident. Maybe it's loving. Maybe it's, you know, uncomfortable. Maybe it's doing something outside the box in the uncomfortability so that every time I'm uncomfortable and there's change involved, I'm okay with taking the step. You know, there was a guy that I used to know, and I met him in California, La Jolla, and he was a street musician, Kuumba. And he was amazing. He was in my life at a perfect time. He came in as this little angel. And he would always say, if you're uncomfortable, do something on a daily basis to work with it. So he'd say, if you brush your teeth with your right hand, brush it with your left. If you go down the same street, go down a different. So all these little changes, when the big changes come, you're not as fearful because now you're taking steps, little steps of change. And I think about him, and God knows where he is today. I think he's in Hawaii. But shout out to Kuumba, because that is what I think about sometimes when I'm in that, you know, fearful place or I'm comfortable. And, you know, us Tauruses, I'm a Taurus, she's a Taurus. We like comfort. We like, you know, homebodies. We like to be comfortable. Yeah. And so it takes a little bit more, I know, for me to step out of the unknown and comfortability and do something different. But you want to create a new decision, a new choice, you got to do it.
100%, because you know what? Life is short. It really is. And we sometimes take things for granted. But the truth is we're all here for a reason. We have a purpose here. So don't waste that time by staying in something that doesn't support you, doesn't love you. You know, it's there for a reason to grow and to learn more about yourself.
Yeah. And I think today, you know, we're looking at ourselves in 2026 and we're like, okay, who do we want to be in 2026 for ourselves and for all of you out there listening? You know, what do we want to be? Who do we want to attract? And again, we know
we sure do.
If we want to attract this, we got to be this. So we got to think this. So we know out there, take this segment of what we're talking about and look in your own life.
Yeah.
All
and
right?
Look at your life and digest it and just see, just put yourself in a position where you can hear a message for yourself.
Yeah. So we'll be right back with our sponsor break. Okay, we are back with the choice point, how one decision can redirect your entire life. We were talking earlier about it. And so, out there, we're again 2026, maybe one of the actions you can take is make one intentional decision this week that aligns with where you want to go, not where you've been, right? And who you want to be versus who you were.
And I think also, I'm doing some work with a group of people from Esther Hicks. And what's so interesting is that I have a vision board that I had done many years ago. No, about a year and a half ago. And so I have been looking at it because what I see there is really what I want to create. And so it's very inspiring. And it's also, since we're all made of energy, it really lifts my energy.
Yeah.
Because, wow, if this came to me, then I can have it. I just have to believe I can have it.
Yeah. And I also think one thing I was listening to, I think it was Gabby Bernstein, she was talking about the vision board. And she was saying, make sure when you put it on your board that you really feel that you can have that.
Yes.
Because you don't want to put something on there that's so out of the realm that you don't feel it, that you don't feel it's even possible. Because then it's not going to work out for you. So put something that you feel you're attracted to and really inspired by, that you feel in your heart you can actually receive.
But on the other hand, when I did a vision board and put Oprah Winfrey on it, I had no idea I was actually going to be on her show.
Yeah.
So sometimes energetically you bring that to you.
Absolutely.
And I was like shocked.
Yeah.
But what a great opportunity of a lifetime. So, that is so important to really get so clear on the things that you want to create. And you could write it down. And then you can go and cut pictures out. And it's just some of the things I have on there have come. Some of them haven't.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's okay. Because, again, it's timing.
Yeah.
It's all about the
I
timing.
mean, you could put it on your board and then maybe 2 years later it shows up. So a let go of any attachment to when and how. Just know that that's what you're looking for. And go ahead. No, go.
And then one of the things I created from that vision board was a gorgeous townhouse on the beach. Never, ever thought. And I did create it. So, there are so many wonderful things that you can do to inspire yourself for 2026.
Yeah.
And just go for it.
Yeah, don't waste any more time.
No.
And maybe identify one reoccurring decision you're making on autopilot. Right? So there are choices and decisions we make that are reoccurring that just autopilot. Oh yeah, autopilot. So really look at that as well. Also, you can look in the mirror. I love mirroring.
Mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
And really look and say really what you want to be and feel in 2026 by making that one new, decision about yourself. And maybe it's looking in the mirror again and saying, I am a confident leader, or I am powerful beyond measure, or
But you have to,
you have to feel it.
Really feel it, because if you don't
Really
feel it, it's kind of hard to create it.
Look in your eyes and look in the mirror and touch your chest and start to move it around and say, I am the most powerful woman in the world, and really get it and own it and take it in.
And it's like, I am that I am.
Yeah, I am that I am. That's another great thing.
I am
that I am.
That's so
You're
true.
owning it right there.
Yeah, and that's an important piece to it as well. It really is. So I don't know what other things other than we can share with them.
Yeah.
Some of the things that are coming up for us.
Well, let's see. We will do that. But any other things that will come up around, is there any other, decision?
What about people who want to take care of their body?
Okay.
And they want to lose, I don't know, X amount of weight. and for the new year, which I don't believe in
New
the
Year's
goal setting. I
resolutions.
just don't.
Yeah, intentions are
Yeah,
much
yeah,
better.
much better.
Yeah.
But, do something that starts off very slow, because it's always a big shift when it comes to that.
Like what? What can you
In
start off
other
slow
words,
with
very,
losing
why
weight?
don't you start looking at what you can take out of your refrigerator that
Mhm.
doesn't support you, and start implementing things that do.
Mhm.
Fruits, vegetables, take out the sugar. Sugar is like the worst. And there's so many people today that you can follow that give you
Yeah.
a whole outline on what to have, or different topics on, rather different programs,
Mhm.
whether it's Mediterranean,
Yep.
it's whatever it is.
Yep.
And just start off. Don't overwhelm yourself, because when you do that, you don't do anything.
Yeah. What's that saying? One step, one journey begins with one
A single step.
something in that realm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's a good point around, weight or,
Healthy eating.
healthy eating.
Yeah.
Look and see the people you admire that are eating healthy and check out what they're doing. Not that you're them, but look at certain habits and behaviors that could change the direction of your decision in losing weight.
Mhm.
Like my mom said, if there's food in there that's not really going to support you, get rid of
Throw
it,
out.
or give it,
Or
give it,
to
or
somebody.
donate,
Mhm.
donate it. People need food.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
go to your food bank.
Yes.
And whatever doesn't serve you, give it to the food bank. Give it back to the world because they need it. Maybe another good thing to do is, again, if you want to feel the vibration of feeling good about yourself, perhaps instead of, catch yourself, are you speaking nice to yourself? Are you saying, wow, that was a smart choice? Or are you saying, wow, you're really stupid. That you could have done better next time.
Right.
Because how you speak to yourself gives you the internal message on who you are. And if you
Mhm.
want to be someone that feels great, then you got to say nice and great things to yourself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're walking out there looking with a smile and you're not really happy because you're
Right.
not giving
Right.
those
Yeah.
pieces to yourself.
And if you set yourself up, and let's say you don't do it that day, don't beat yourself up. Put it in for the next day.
Mhm.
This is not a beat up. This is something to nourish you, to love you, to take care of you. And what better way to do it is whatever you put into your mouth ends up in your body. So why not put in really good stuff, because you deserve it.
Yeah.
You really, really do.
Yeah.
And I think possibly the next thing would be maybe 5 minutes if you're not an exercise person. Just do something for 5 minutes, whatever it is, walking,
Yeah.
or weight training, or yoga, or
Listen
whatever.
to a YouTube video
Or YouTube,
that
yes.
has, a resistant training for 10, 15 minutes.
Or join a group. There's so many groups online.
There is. There's
Oh my
pickleball,
God.
there's
Yeah.
bike riding, there's a lot of things
Yeah,
out
there
there.
are so many things that you can do that, and then get a buddy. Maybe that'll help. So you're accountable to each other, which is something that I think is great. I really do.
Yeah.
Because the time goes by so much quicker when you have a partner that you're doing it with. But it's somebody that wants it as badly as you, not someone who says yes and they don't show up.
Yeah. I mean, I think about like tennis, when I played tennis, I never played with someone that was like my equal. I always played with someone that was better than me because it had me strive, it had me work harder, it had me, really want it more, and they were really committed to the sport. So whether that's, finding someone to mentor you, finding a coach to help you move through whatever feels not feel stuck, or again something creative. Maybe you want to create a new job or a new hobby or something, and you feel stuck. We will help you through it. So all of these things is important for you to
And
get where you want to go.
yeah, and don't forget, this is so important. Every choice matters.
Yeah, and that reminds us the
Oh,
Cool
yeah,
Seat
we have a
Coaching.
good thing for you
Cool Seat
guys.
Coaching is coming up, and we are doing that once a month. We'll be
Mhm.
doing it once a month on social media, and there'll be a banner and a link, and you sign
You
up,
just
and
come
we go
on.
right into the Zoom.
Yeah,
It's a sacred space,
very much so.
and you will get coaching beyond your wildest imagination.
And can you imagine, from two such fabulous seasoned coaches for over 28 years individually?
Yeah, so
So we're looking forward to seeing you.
you'll get your Cool Seat Coaching
Yes.
seatbelt
Yeah.
and fasten it up. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our
Oh,
YouTube
yes.
channel.
Hooray.
We're doing really well, but we can do even better in 2026. Come on, y'all. Like and subscribe. I like that.
Yeah,
like
I
and
do.
subscribe.
It's like a little wand.
Yeah, and just know that the Cool Seat Coaching is going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, it will be.
And you're going to get so much support and so much love. And who knows? You will walk away. I know this, feeling
Oh, yes, a heck of a lot
greater
better.
than you felt when you first stepped through the coaching door.
Yes, that's for sure. You really will.
So know that we will be back with a new topic in 2026. We are sending out so much love to all of you. And anything else, Roche, you want to wrap up to
I
and
think
with?
it's a wrap. And we thank you. We love you. And we're excited to see you.
Yes, so we'll see you soon.
Mwah.
In a world that's rushing, we slow it down, finding light where shadows surround. Heart to heart, where the truth is told.